Yo, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your peoples, it's your boy. It's your man, Mitch Aber. It's the No Man Fantasy Football Podcast. And we're ready, people. We're having a little technical difficulties here, but look, we're back, man. We're back to take over Twitch like we always do, you know? It's the four people you were most afraid of on the internet, man. You got your boy, your host. It's me. It's your boy, Mitch. And always, my right-hand man, the most dangerous, the undefeated, the uncontroverted, the unwarranted, the nastiest, the grimiest, the just everything that incumbents the world. The greatest co-host in podcast history, my man Wes. What's up, Wes?
What's up, Mitch? Glad another week at this, another live event. You know I like it live.
We twitching, baby. Again, I'm naming it. If it wasn't called that before, I'm calling it now. We're twitching. Look, straight from the gym, feeling as buff as a guy who just ate 10 bottles of steroids. My man, the Sultan. How you feeling, Sultan?
Good, man. Loving life, man. Trying to stay healthy so we can make a lot of more podcasts.
Yo, the Sultan's busy today, people. He's got the stats for you. This dude not only got football stats for you, he got basketball stats for you. He got baseball stats for you. This motherfucker was even talking about highlight a second ago. I'm just saying, he got everything. Everything. And there he is. He's smiling now, but I have a feeling he won't be smiling too much longer. He gonna get in your ass. That's what he does.
Pause.
We look. I got buttons that I'm gonna send him because he pushes them. That's what he does all day long. Push a button, man. Yo, Mike, tell him why you mad today.
Hey, man, I'm not mad at all.
Look at him. He's lying to y'all. No, Mike,
I'm angry at all. I just, I got some opinions. That's all.
Hey, and the chat's already going. We got Bella. We got Samantha Wesley. I don't know who that is. But shout out.
Hey, easy.
Hey, where's Off Danny at? Where's Off Danny at?
I don't know. Off Danny's not on here yet, man. But I'll let you know. That's your boy. I'll let you know as soon as he's on, man. But yeah, man. Look, we hear people. I mean, this is what we do. We come. We invade your space at 10 p.m. every Tuesday night.
Yeah.
We make it Twitch. No more TikToking and Facebooking and you can go YouTube, whatever you want to YouTube. This is the place to be.
TikToking.
We got a lot of stuff to do, you know. And we got some stuff to talk about football, but we're gonna throw some basketball at you today, and maybe even some baseball as well. So, look, like your parents say, like the surgeon, man, strap it up. Put it in. Let me hear you click it, or you're gonna get a ticket, because it's gonna be a bumpy ride. All right.
Let's do it.
As we always start off our Tuesday nights, and I just want to tell everybody, you know, we love you. The merchandise is coming soon. You'll see it. But to my man Randy Moss, I hit you up on Twitter. Are you afraid? Are you just not into it? You don't like confrontation? Because to me, I mossed you. That's what I did. You used your own segment against you. I mossed you because guess what? Wes, guess where I was this week?
Where were you this week?
So our baseball games got canceled. So I made a little trip out to Shady Acres, baby.
Oh, word?
And yo, Esther is lit.
Tell me you saw.
Yo, Esther was like, she's like, I got me a new dress to watch my baby live on Tuesday nights. This guy, man, this dude, Seth, runs up on me. He goes, whoa, tell me that Carlos ain't my son. I was like, what you talking about?
Nice.
And he looks just like you, Carlos. I'm just saying. He was like, I was like, you may be a relative down the road, but it is what it is. And then I don't know why Mike maybe pulled some strings over there, but he got these girls playing mahjong for money. Like I don't know what's going down.
Nice.
But they were like,
because Mike is a beast.
They were like, yo, check this out, Mitch. Randy Moss is afraid of you. I was like, I know, because I look at the screen every week. I just do it like this. Hey, Randy, are you serious? Are you ready for Are You Serious? So I'm gonna tell you what we're serious about today. So we've talked about a lot of things on this podcast. You know, we've been on the thing about 29, 30 weeks now. You know, we touched upon a lot of topics. But hey, Arizona Cardinals. Yeah, you. J.J. Watt's new daddy. Let me ask you a question. Hey, are you serious? You unretire a number for a guy you just overpaid? Now, if you don't win the Super Bowl, how stupid do you look now?
Hey, hold up. Hey, Mitch, weren't you the one that were bigging up J.J. Watson? Sweet.
See, what had happened was, right? So, my exact words were, and if you really, really do watch this podcast after you star in it, by the way, I did say that he has about 3 or 4 years left in his tank. I go by what everyone else goes by in this league is not the true value of the player, but what the position pulls for. J.J. Watt's a name, okay? And I said he was going to get paid. But after watching back and listen, after watching back and listening to what you had to say, and I think it was Mike as well, here's my thing. I agree with you guys. He does not deserve a ton of money, but he definitely deserves something. I mean, more than, I guess, your average guy. I think he's going to make
2 years, $23 million minimum. 2 years, possibly $30 million is what he's going to get.
31.
Oh no, he got 2 years. He got 2
Thanks,
years,
Stat Man.
$31 million with a
23 guaranteed.
23 guarantee.
Right.
That's too much.
We should do an over
Yeah.
and under. How many games does he play in the 2 years?
Thank you. Carlos just hit the nail on the head right there. And that's exactly what I was going to say.
Well,
How
hey,
many games do you think he's really going to play?
Hey, chat
This
room.
is going on season 11 now, and he's been injury prone. Usually with those things, they don't get better for guys that are 11.
Well, so let me throw this. Hey, Carlos, do me a favor. Check this stat out. In his career, right, how many seasons has he played 16 games?
Wow.
Okay.
Oh, it's probably been, I'd say the last 2-3 years, the ones that he's been hurt the most. I think the beginning of his year, he was legit.
Look, I'm a Bengal fan. I remember when he used to
He got
abuse
hurt a
us.
couple of times, Wes.
I'm just saying that, like, the last 2 to 3, he's been like hurt.
Yeah, but
I'm
even
saying-
before that, I remember, didn't he like he tore his bicep?
Tore his
one
bicep. Yeah, that was
time,
like 3 years ago.
and then
Because you got to think when they had Clowney, they were both beasting at the same time.
Yeah.
That's only
if
been like
he's
2-3 years
healthy,
ago.
if he's healthy, he could be a game changer for sure on the defensive side.
We got a question from
Well, and
Zach.
here's the thing that's good too. Sorry, to cut you off, but just to the whole point is Arizona does have a pretty good defense now.
They have a
So
really good
he's
defense.
going in there, where he can just, attack the quarterback, which is kind of ideal for him,
All them guys in Arizona's defense are coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Buda Baker, there's some great
Yeah.
players on that defensive side.
Peterson, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Buda Baker's still looking over his shoulder for DK Metcalf.
Chase
Is
him
he
down.
still going?
Yeah.
Is he still going?
Whatever, he's still a pretty good player.
Check
though,
this
I gotta
out.
give it to him.
Check this interesting stat. So in the last 4 years of 64 games, he's only played 32.
So he's played half the games. So there you go. So, I mean, there you go, Mitch. So you're paying him for 2
He
seasons.
played
for
one full season in
for
2018.
one full season's worth of activity is your odds on what you're getting. So potentially he could cost you $31 million.
Okay,
for one
so
season.
wait, so okay, so being the guru as I am, I'm gonna throw a little curveball at you then. Okay, they've spent a lot of time on that field, so that could attribute to something as well. Look, I'm not saying the guy's the golden boy anymore, but back in the day when he would take off his helmet and he's bleeding profusely and he's not coming out of the game, maybe that's what he needs. He needs a jump start somewhere else. Again, I think the contract was a little bit too much.
I disagree with the staying on the field too, though. They had Deshaun Watson. They had a good offense all year. I mean, he
Yeah.
put up the numbers. They scored points. They had
That
good
offense-
drives.
But they
I
run
mean, the
that quick
defense was
offense.
just terrible.
They
they
run
were
that
just
quick
bad.
offense.
Hey.
You know that.
Imagine going
What?
to work and getting paid to only do half of your job.
Right.
That's crazy.
So,
Getting paid
so
millions of dollars now.
one of the questions Zach from the chat room says, that Deshaun Watson's willing to sit the whole season, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would you pay? Let's put on your GM hats for a second.
Uh-huh.
What would you pay if you
Digging
get
into my
Deshaun
Are You
Watson?
Serious? You digging into my Are You Serious?
Well, we'll save that one then. But if Deshaun Watson was a free agent,
Mm-hmm.
what contract do you give him, Carlos?
What contract?
I'm backing
He
up
already
the Brinks.
signed.
I'm backing up the
No,
Brinks truck.
we're in a fictitious world.
All
So he
right.
doesn't have a
So in my
contract.
world, I'm backing up the Brinks truck. He is
Mahomes money.
Mahomes money. He's amazing.
Yeah,
He's
at
amazing.
least 40 million a year.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you have to.
If you're trying to, if
Hey,
it's
don't
40,
get mad at me. I'm just asking the question.
No, I'm answering your question though. You have to pay him at least 40 million a year. I figure if you get him like 40 million for like 7 years, 8 years, or something like that, that's pretty solid, I would think. Especially if you look down the road and you figure with the contracts the way they get, in like 5 years from now, $40 million for a quarterback's probably not going to be that much.
all right, check this out. This is the highest paid. Chiefs, Mahomes 45 million. Deshaun already making 39 million. He's second.
Yeah.
Seahawks 35s. Ben 34. Aaron Rodgers 33, and Golf 33.
Yeah. That's why that's the thing with Deshaun though. But if you get his contract, it's even less than that, which is even way nicer, right? You know,
Right.
Yeah,
if you get him for this year, you're only paying $10.5 million for Deshaun Watson. So that's insane, bro. That's like middle linebacker money you're paying for Deshaun freaking Watson, bro.
that's filet mignon
And
for
that's-
that's money.
So that's the same thing with like Russell Wilson, which we'll get into later. That I want to talk about.
Carlos, say that again, dude. I like that.
That's filet mignon. Eating filet mignon, paying Big Mac money.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
No kidding. That's it. You go to
that's
McDonald's, go
true.
through the drive-thru, and they hand you a fillet, and you're like, "Whoa, what is that?"
So we got off the topic of the Are You Serious? Again, the Are You Serious was, I can't believe they gave up the 99 number,
An unretired.
unretired
Yeah.
number for a guy that has never played for their organization. I
With
think that's a slap,
disrespect.
I think it's a slap in the face to the entire organization, to be honest with you, or every guy that's ever retired over that team.
Well, yeah, and who was I was trying to think of who was the number 99 for.
I told you guys, it was
A nobody.
Some guy named Goldberg.
Marshall Goldberg.
Oh, Okay.
Goldberg. Not
when
the
was
Goldberg
that?
you people know.
Hey,
Long time
and
ago.
it's funny. USA Today goes, "Who is Marshall Goldberg?"
Hey,
And
JJ
why did
Watt
they
just made his ass
retire his
famous.
number?
Well, that's
Okay.
why. There's
So-
your
so-
answer, though. There's your answer right there, Mitch.
Exactly.
let's-
Is the reason
let-
why
so
is
let's-
because it was Marshall freaking Goldberg. That's why.
Hey,
I'm
man,
sorry.
a Jewish guy getting some love in the NFL, you gotta love it, man. You know, remember what I said?
No
Herb
love for
Leibowitz,
Marshall
where
Goldberg.
is Herb? Where in the world is Herb Leibowitz? That's what I want to know.
That's
Oh,
so funny.
God.
Mike was like, "Who the hell is Goldberg? We're gonna unretire your number. Like we're
Yeah,
That's
you're not
I
important
guarantee
anymore."
it. I guarantee it, bro. You know, it's not like they. It's not like they, looked on the list and said, "Whoa, Lawrence Taylor. Okay, we can't do that." You know what I mean?
played-
No, it's Marshall
he
Goldberg.
played in
Who is that?
19
They said.
He played 1939 to 1943.
only
Wow.
the Sultan will know that.
1946
Oh, yeah.
Leatherheads.
to 48.
That's back in the Leatherheads.
Yo, I
days.
bet you he was a bad. I bet you Goldberg was a badass dude back then.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
Shout out to Marcus Goldberg, baby.
Exactly.
Yo, if you're watching, come join us, baby. We'll get you on here, man.
No respect.
Dead.
No respect.
Hey, stop. I'm sorry. Hey, the nephew of Marcus Goldberg, if you're watching
His
this,
daughter. They had
His
to
daughter.
ask his daughter's permission.
Oh yeah, and she gave it.
yeah.
Yeah.
I should have said
Hey,
bits off.
here is the disclaimer. We're not allowed to have dead people on the podcast moving
Oh
forward.
yeah. Yeah.
So, Wes, I'm going to ask you a question, Wes. With all jokes aside and everything, does this make the Cardinals better?
No. Oh.
No. I'll
I
still
had to
say
answer for you
they're
'cause
third.
it's like,
They're third. I still think behind the Rams, and depending on what Russell Wilson does, but I still think Seattle's better than them.
yeah.
Defensively, I didn't see them being a player away. You know what I'm saying? To being
Gotcha.
great. I just saw a lot of holes.
The only thing
I wasn't
I
really
feel-
impressed with their defense. So
He'd
I
be
don't
a
think
great mentor for Isaiah Simmons and Bubba, whatever his name is. Buddha
Baker,
Baker.
Bubba Baker.
Was that DK? Is that DK? Where's DK?
Hey, I think more importantly, what nobody's talking about is really what it is do you think Kyler Murray can get the job done? That's
Yes.
really the question.
Absolutely, I do.
I like the kid.
he's
I told you
phenomenal.
before.
I just think their offense is a little flawed. I don't like the rotation running back situation.
Yeah.
Stick with one guy. And I think they need another receiver on the other side.
Like, I think they're a playoff team, but I don't
I
think
never
they're
did
going to
that playoff
be.
team. But
you know,
I think they need another receiver to go with the
Yeah, they need somebody
Yeah,
on the other
because
side.
you put safeties on top
Yeah.
for Deshaun Watkins all day, and that's it. Let everybody else play.
I mean, well, again, people hit up the email box if you got any questions. Hit the chat room, whatever you need. The email address is nomamfantasyfootball@gmail.com. And one thing I really want to talk about, not that you guys probably care, because Wes, you made fun of him the entire season. Mike, way before you joined, and actually I think Carlos before you joined. Wes was shitting on this guy more than anyone. But the Vikings released Kyle Rudolph today.
Wow.
Fucker.
I mean, yeah,
Hey, because they got that other dude. What's his
Irv something I think his name is.
Yeah, they got that other tight end.
Yeah.
Yeah, but didn't Rudolph get hurt too, though? Right?
Yeah,
I'm wondering if he's not the same. You know,
he got hurt at
and they
birth.
know it.
Dude,
But they're going to go through it. They're going to have Thielen and Jefferson. You got Cooks.
Yeah, plus they're not going to be able to pay him anyway. This is,
They're
this is
not
the
worried about
beginning of what is going to be a crazy free agency because of
Yeah,
the
but
cap
well, come
situation.
on. I mean, Kyle Rudolph is at the end of his career, dude.
Well,
he's not getting
my
there.
problem really with guys is when they get older is if they get injured, that's really a problem.
But
And
not even that.
it turns a lot of GMs
look,
off too.
Look
'cause they
at
don't want-
Jason. Look what Jason Witten did. Jason Witten came back. That dude was. I saw statues run faster than him, dude. Come on.
Yeah,
I
but
mean-
different story. Once again, never really got injured. You know, so different story. Like that's exactly what I'm talking about and leading to is when the old guys get injured. Man, sometimes
he
they
got
just
injured.
never recover the same.
Jason
You know?
Witten got injured. Oh no, I'm sorry. He didn't
No,
get
he
injured.
didn't get into it. He was playing behind
he-
the wall. Like,
He injured all of us by fucking going on Monday Night Football and being a piece of crap and sucking at his job.
Oh,
He
he
hurt
was
my
terrible.
fucking ears.
He was terrible.
Dude
I'm
was the
sorry.
worst. Dude, the
I know.
worst.
I know people hate Tony Romo. I think he's
Romo's the best.
I think he's
I like Romo.
amazing.
I love
as a
Romo.
Oh,
coach.
he's fantastic.
I love Romo.
I
And
love
he does
that.
a great job.
Look, and that's the funny thing. Two best friends. One's a dipshit at the job. One's great at the job. Jason Witten sucked as my
Yeah.
dude. He was like, I would
He
want to
was not
watch.
good. He just wasn't good.
I was watching the Spanish version of Monday Night Football just so I didn't have to understand a word that was coming out of Jason's mouth,
Nice.
straight up and down. But now like I said, we got a lot to talk about today. We'll kind of condense it down a little bit. I do want to. One thing I want to jump into real quickly is we talked about it last week. Next week's show is going to be a little bit different. We're going to focus on the college basketball side of things, and my lovely
March Madness.
co-hosts are going to be running the table on this. We're going to do a bracketology. I'll be asking them some questions. They'll be giving me who they're looking for, what they're looking for, in the next week when it all starts.
the
But
brackets come out.
this is what I'm going to challenge our viewers to. If you guys are loyal, and I know you guys are. I mean, we don't have a lot of viewers so far tonight. I mean, we're running a little strange or whatever, but I want you to do this. I want you guys to try to give us your pick, who you think is going to win it all. But I also want a Cinderella pick. I want someone who you don't think is going to, who's going to just make people cry if they see him.
Oh
live.
hell yeah!
Cinderella meaning 5 and higher.
You tell me that's your guys. That's your guys'
Right.
shtick.
I mean,
But again, I there's always a Cinderella team. We always know that, right? Every year.
mine. You want it now or next
No,
week?
next week. Next
Oh,
week.
okay.
When we talk about it. But then we're gonna do a baseball one as well. We're gonna an ode to spring training. We got 4 Yankee fans here, man, and our bats are starting to wake up. Pitching's looking okay. Everything's starting to come together a little bit. shout out to Gary Sanchez. You son of a bitch. You better do better this year because I like you, man.
Hey, you better watch out. The kid, Brantley,
Chris
I believe his name is.
Brantley or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He had a grand
Yeah,
slam, didn't he?
Yeah, he's been
Yeah, he
looking
looks
pretty good.
He looks
And he's a
pretty
good catcher. So that's the thing is, the problem I have with Sanchez is he's not a good catcher. But that's
No,
another
he's not.
story. We'll
Dude,
talk
he
about that
sucks.
later. Yeah.
I'm a Yankee fan.
So am I. I love the guy too.
I
He's just
love
not a
him.
good catcher.
Make him a
statistically,
DH
he's
like
terrible.
the other musclehead or like the other meathead. Giancarlo Stanton.
Stan. Well, we're gonna talk about him too. I got some. things on him.
So one of the responses I was talking about Kyle Rudolph, and I have to agree with Dub Hollow. Shout out to Dub Hollow.
Cubs.
He says that Kyle Rudolph is overrated. Would you agree with overrated or just old?
Look who's throwing to him.
I think his time is up. Like I see that offense.
Yeah, no, there was a time he
outgrown.
was. He was
like,
one of the best
a couple
tight
years
ends.
ago.
Like, top
Kyle Rudolph
5.
was the guy.
Yeah, Kyle Rudolph was the man for a while, man.
Yeah,
So shout out to Gold Ginger.
He
My
was
man,
past his prime, man.
He
That's
has
it.
a couple catches left in him.
Yeah, sure, but
Yeah.
he's not going to be what he was. He's not going to have 100 receptions or anything.
No,
like
no.
that.
But he has,
80
Hey,
receptions.
he had some nice catches though last year. I got to give Kyle some respect.
at least he catches the ball. What's
Yeah,
our,
so-
our Giants tight end can't even catch the ball.
Yeah.
No, he's got good hands. Hey, neither can
Yeah.
Chris Herndon. He's on the Jets. He
Yeah.
can't catch the ball either.
But Carlos, you make a great point. I mean, when they throw him the ball, he catches it.
Yeah.
That's how it usually goes in NFL. You throw it, they catch it.
That's what they get.
Tight end. Giants can't catch a cold, and he gets a fucking Pro Bowl.
Oh,
How the hell?
He's
Hey,
talking about
man.
Evan Ingram, people.
Exactly. For those who don't know, it's Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say his
Yeah.
name.
He's getting
He's
mad.
square.
He's like, fuck Evan Ingram, man. Look, we all can't have a Darren Waller on our team like Wes has. So Wes is just all smiles up there, you know.
Yeah, he's got beast.
Yeah.
Huh?
That's all
Yeah,
we
you
got.
got the second best tight end in the league, hands down.
I mean, he had a fantastic
agree.
year. He
About
was
third.
God.
I give him about
No,
third.
no
Nah,
way.
second,
Dude, Kittle
third.
didn't- listen, as good
Kittle.
as George Kittle's is, he did not play last year. So
He was
when
hurt.
you don't play,
All right.
your spot
More
goes down.
stats. Like I said, I'll take top
Not
three.
even
I'm good
just
with that.
stats. Not even just stats. You did not play the entire season because you were fragile the entire season. The
Dude,
entire
Kittles is a
season.
beast.
Yes, when he plays. When he plays.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the first time he really has been seriously injured, though.
This is his second year. This was his second year. So
He's
he's
a
only
beast.
played 1 year. So we just had a conversation about J.J. Watt only playing, half the games in the last how many years.
What?
George Kittle
Yeah,
played.
yeah,
know
that's
what?
different, though. That's a long track record. This is one injury. Let's see if it happens again. If it happens again, then I'm with you. You know what I mean? Then he's fragile. I don't like the fragile guys, man. I like the durable ones. The ones that can last.
Hey,
Dude, what happened to
ones that
back
fly.
in the day?
Hold on. Wait, this is a good point. Who I think this is Lee. Shout out to my brother, Big Lee.
Yo, what up, Big Lee?
Noonster 53.
What
He
up, guys?
says Rudolph needs more opportunities, and I agree with him on that. I agree with it. If you put Kyle Rudolph on a team that utilizes the tight end, he's gonna be successful.
He could be a
Unless
good
you're-
fit for like somewhere like the Bills or something like that. He could be a good fit somewhere.
Absolutely.
He's got to go to a team that's going to feature the tight end, and those teams that do that already have their guy. So I don't see him.
He
going
wants to play
anywhere
for the
else
Browns.
for an option.
I mean,
Is that
he
what
wants
he
to go
said?
play for I don't know how to say the German name. What's his name?
Stefanski?
Stefanski.
Mm.
You want to go to Cleveland?
He wants to go to Cleveland. That's what
Why?
Rudolph
Why?
says.
Why does everyone want to go to Cleveland?
Because the coach is phenomenal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But the coach ain't throwing the ball.
But they got what's that dude they have? They had from Atlanta last year.
Upper.
They have Austin Hooper. They
Yeah,
have
Austin Hooper.
they have David Njoku. They have
And I
that
think Hooper's better than Rudolph.
absolutely right now. Yeah, I would agree. But they have
Yeah, probably.
the rookie on that. The kid who was a rookie last year who showed out when Hooper went out and when Njoku
Yeah, that
went
doesn't
out.
make sense.
I had him on my team, but I forgot his name.
Chris Barnes or Harns or something like that.
I know what you're
Somebody.
talking about for Cleveland.
Hey, he was one of your 151 points a week.
He was one of them.
Whatever, dude, you know. That's the funny thing about champions, and we're gonna let him slide with this shit for the rest
Exactly.
of the year.
He's gonna slide on this.
You know,
We're gonna get him on draft day.
But
I'm gonna get him on
hey,
draft
Wes,
day, right?
hey, Wes, it's one of those things like, yeah, you know, that guy that was on my team that averaged like 23 points.
Yeah, I don't know what he did, but he was on the team. Yeah, like,
Whatever, dude, you know.
humble brag.
I mean, he goes, I was the coach and all, but at the end of the day, you know,
I forgot his name.
shout out to 151, baby. You earned it. 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 But guess what?
Next year I'll be in 8th place and shit.
Hey, today is March 2nd, right?
Yeah.
So we got April, May, June, July, August. 5 months to draft, baby, to fantasy draft starts. Just count it 5 months, man.
Can't wait.
That's like 20
Yeah.
podcasts. I mean, I don't know what it is, man. I'm just saying. So last week, and we won't spend a lot of time on this, but last week we talked about quarterbacks, like expectations, where you think someone's going to land, you know, what you want to see out of some quarterbacks. This week, let's fuck around and do some running backs, you know.
Hey, Mitch, ask the live people, the 2 people that are watching.
5. We got 5. We got
5. 5 people watching.
Well,
If it's
3.
cool,
3 because 2 of the interns. So anyway.
shout out to the interns, Lucas and Sammy.
That's right. Shout out to the interns.
Yeah,
man.
Lucas and Sammy.
All right.
Hey, ask them if it's cool that someone talks about your team when it's not their team.
Ooh, we got some podcast beef here.
That's
Okay.
messed up, dude. You want to talk about him? Talk about him.
So,
Dude,
You
who
just
wants
don't
to
want to
talk
hear
about
the
the
truth.
Jets?
You don't want to hear the truth. That's all.
so a little backstory on this. So, you know, as we try to pre-game plan, waiting for Wes to join the podcast, because Wes is always late. I'm sorry. I had to throw shade at somebody, you know. Mike and Carlos were talking about the segment. And so Mike said he was going to talk about Saquon Barkley. Who else, Mike?
Doesn't matter after that.
Yeah. So basically, what Carlos is saying
Didn't
is,
matter after that.
so Carlos wants to instill a rule, and as a champion, I gotta have to take it under consideration. So
That's all right. You can talk about him. I got other people to talk about too.
so Carlos is saying that he does not want anyone else talking about the other person's team. So no one can talk about the Raiders, no one can talk about the Giants, the Jets, or the Bengals, besides their respective thoughts.
Fair.
Person. Yes.
Fair.
So,
Let's take a
tonight-
vote.
So tonight, podcast viewers on the Twitch, all 5 of our followers that are watching tonight, are you allowed to talk about someone else's team? I see Noonster 53 on here. So Noonster, I'm going to give that question to you. What do you think? Should Mike be allowed to talk about Carlos's running back? And as we wait for an answer, Wes, I'm going to start with you then on your running backs.
I'll start with them other guys. No, the Knicks suck.
We lost?
Yeah, might as well say it.
Uh,
All right.
All right, well, hey, Dub Hollow says yes. I don't know if he's saying yes.
Dave,
to us.
Represent, Dub.
Noonster wrote
Thank you.
something in French. I don't know what that was. But, Mike, you know what? Since you're the controversial guy, we're going to start with you tonight.
Go
All right.
ahead.
So who
Go
are
ahead,
your,
Mike. Let's see what you got on.
Mike, who are your 2
Saquon.
running backs that are not named Saquon Barkley?
Oh yeah, no. I mean that's fine. We got plenty of ways we can go with this. My first one I wanted to talk about was Christian McCaffrey, obviously, with his situation coming off of like 2 separate injuries, right?
Right.
You know, he hurt his shoulder, right, and he hurt his knee. He hurt his knee first, and then the shoulder.
He needs to stop hanging out with the models.
Yeah, I mean, he
You
was a
just
guy
said
that was,
that.
Always hang out with the models, man. What are you talking about, man? He's
hey,
single.
man, that's got nothing to do with that.
He's making yoga commercials. That's how you. I know that's the other one.
He's making money though, right? But anyway, here's a guy that was 2,000, all-purpose yards, right?
Right.
You know, potentially the man, right, in the league, and
He got hurt.
now he's also been rumors and being traded. So how does that feel? If you're Carolina, you boys know, I mean, he should be the poster boy for Carolina, as far as I'm concerned,
But
right? You know?
aren't you scared that he's injury prone? Maybe that's what
Well,
Carolina's thinking.
You know, this is always my thing, right? Is the injuries, especially two separate ones. I hate it when guys, especially young guys and young running backs, get multiple injuries. Man, it's the reason why the life expectancy is 2 years of a running back. It's
That's
straight
it?
up. That's yeah.
Damn.
That's what it is in the NFL. It's 2 years, really. So, I mean, just think about the guys like Adrian Peterson and Frank Gore and how much they have defied the odds, right? You know what I mean? Which is just incredible what they've done, either one of them. So, and props to both of them, just to be
Dub Hollow
right.
says, Mike, Dub Hollow says that CMC is going to be decent, not as good as they was the prior year, you know, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that moving forward? You don't see him being that 2000, you know.
I mean, I think he can be. It worries me when guys get multiple injuries already. Like, and
Right.
one's already been a knee, and then it was like he came back, and it was like, oh, it just looked like a harmless tackle, and now his shoulder is toast. You know,
Well, listen,
that scares
dude,
me. You
But
know?
Ray Charles could have seen that shit coming, dude. They used him so much that year. I mean, it
Yeah.
was ridiculous.
Well,
The
and that
whole
worries me too,
offense-
right? Workload is big deal too, right? It
Right.
seems like, you know, it's such a position that coaches are just like, whatever. If he gets hurt, we'll just bring another guy up and he'll fill the void. You know what I mean? And I hate that about the position, but
Well,
you
you
know-
know, and Zachary says, you know, that's, you know, then trading him to Houston is okay, but maybe Houston is looking at it like that. Dude, y'all broke the fucking tires off this kid 2 years into him being. Maybe to them he's not worth it.
well, and it's not just even that. If you go back in college, he was the man in college and got the ball on like freaking almost every
Yeah,
play
'cause
too. So
Stanford had nobody.
right. No, I mean he was the whole
They
team,
ain't
right?
playing against
You remember
grown-ass
that,
men
right?
like they
And
are
so
in the
do I.
NFL.
So, I mean, yeah, he's got a lot of miles already, and that's what's sad about those guys. There's a lot of guys like that, you know.
You're right.
They come into the league, and you know they were the man in college, and they had 300-400 plus carries a season for how many seasons, you know, and then they're already kind of beat up, you know, and then they come to the NFL.
Kajana Carter.
Yeah, there's so
Fuck
many
you,
like that.
Kajana Carter.
Blair Thomas.
You know. All right, who's your next guy?
Go ahead, man. I
Yeet.
want to hear about Saquon. What do you got?
What you got?
Oh.
The Sultan of Stats just called you out. What do you
Wow.
got for
Okay,
for
so
Saquon?
you know, he's really that's scary to me. I mean, the guy's it's tremendous talent. There's no doubt about it. He's the most talented player you got on your team, absolutely. But once again, now this is 2 injuries, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is 2 serious injuries for a runner.
ACL and what else?
What was the first injury?
I think they were both knee things, right?
Achilles heel? What was it?
Achilles?
I think. Let me check. But
Yeah,
I
both
agree with
really
you.
bad leg injuries, right? Though either way, it really just worries me about him. You know what I mean? It's like he's got a ton of talent. There's no doubt about it. But I mean, what if he sustains one more injury like this? He might be out of the league, and that you might never hear his name again.
Right.
And you're going from a guy where people, fantasy projections, a couple of years ago, people were taking him number 1, right? Overall. And, what he means to the Giants is, obviously
Everything.
a lot,
So, Carlos, I'll ask you this then.
Mm.
Can a deeper offensive line, more focus on an offensive line, correct this for him?
Yeah, because if you think about what he did with no line, it was phenomenal.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
But with a torn ACL and a meniscus and an ankle injury, he relies too much on cutting. And if
Yeah.
he doesn't have the right protection, he's gonna get mauled again. And he put his 8 in the box, and that's it. It's a wrap. So I'm with Mike. As much as I'm a Giants fan and I love, I die blue all day, but I'm scared. They wanna, they wanna give him the 50-year option. I would try it, but I don't know if we would give him some max contract. Yes.
All right. So here's a great question from Lee. Saquon healthy wins the rushing title, yay or nay?
Yay.
No.
Yay. All day.
I mean,
I say
He's
yay.
close. There's another guy by the name of Henry. Henry out there.
Exactly.
I
I'm
doubt
thinking
that
first
he's
guys
gonna
come to
be-
name is Henry and Cook.
Yeah. And even Kamara, probably. You know, they're all better, probably. But I mean, he's in the conversation with all.
I
He's a
think
tremendous
if
talent.
I think if Saquon's
But
healthy
winning the
whole
title,
season,
that's different. You know, now
He-
you're talking
he-
about durability. Now you're talking about
Right.
20, 30 carries a game.
And
You
then
know.
you got to think they got to be in a winning position to
Yeah.
run the ball.
Yeah.
right?
Like, I'm not
Yeah.
trying to.
Yeah, you gotta
bash
be a
on the
winning
Giants,
team
but
too,
you gotta
right?
Be up. to
No
run
offense,
the ball.
Carlos, but you know,
No, I know.
When you're down, you're not going to run the ball.
right? You're chucking
I
it.
wish
Yeah.
I wish I had a gun because I would have been shots fired right there. Bam, 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 bam.
Hey,
Hey man, who am I to talk? I'm a Jet fan,
A
so I got
knee,
nothing to say. You know?
your knee
You guys
and
can
your
trash
ankle,
my team any moment.
your knee and your ankle as
Whoa,
big
whoa,
as
okay.
eyes on it.
Whoever Dub Hollow said that Henry is overrated. Are you on drugs,
Wow,
Dub Hollow? Seriously, he's not
that guy
overrated.
is a man
Hey,
among boys.
Ask Josh Norman if fucking Derrick Henry is
You
overrated.
see
Josh
those?
Norman, there's a whole. He's got a
Josh
whole.
Norman, hey, Josh Norman is still falling right now from that stiff arm.
No, dude, there's like a whole 10-minute video of Derrick Henry
Exactly,
stiff
stiff
arming
arm.
people.
Hey, have you seen
Yeah,
Derrick
literally.
Henry against a lineman? He looks as big as they do.
Yeah,
Just
Exactly.
hitter.
let me tell you something. If there's
He's
one
incredible.
thing Derrick Henry is not, it's he's definitely not overrated.
Yeah, sorry,
He
Dubs.
is He is truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Yeah.
So, all right, Wes, give me your two. Or
I'll
guys,
let Carlos go, but I'll go. And it's interesting. I don't know if you had this one, Carlos, but I'm going to Aaron Jones. I hate it. I hate it to my core because I love Aaron Rodgers. And if Aaron Jones walks out the door, I'm going to be so pissed that
He
another
wants to go to
opportunity.
Miami. I'm telling you.
Exactly. Another talent is leaving Aaron Rodgers. I'm like, why? Like, why are we doing this, Green Bay? Why are you just stripping away the talent from Aaron Rodgers for Rodgers to prove how great he is? Like, Tom Brady, there are people coming out of retirement to play with him. And the Green Bay, they're basically kicking people out. And like I said, I know, and I think I like
is
the
it
fit in
them
Miami.
kicking him out or him wanting?
They don't want to
leave?
pay the money. So basically, you're
Yeah.
kicking them out.
They don't want to pay. They're notoriously
Somebody-
cheap.
Somebody you drafted, you groomed, you don't want to pay, you're kicking them out. That's how I look at it. It's not like it's a free agent, somebody else's guy, you're not signing. No, this is your guy, you groomed him. He's a talent. What was his numbers 2 years ago? He had like 15 touchdowns.
Yep.
Are
You're
we
correct.
serious? Like, we're letting that walk out the door?
No, he's a definite RB1. There's no doubt
Exactly.
about it.
So him
Oh, yeah.
going to Miami, it sucks because I like the running back in Miami, Gas Man. I
Gaskin?
think
I like
he can get a
Gaskin.
shot.
Yeah.
But hey, I think that's where the league is going with these two running backs. And to kind of go back on Mike's point with McCaffrey getting every carry, they need to keep Mike Davis and do a dual thing with Carolina. That'll save McCaffrey.
Yeah, that's a good
Give
idea.
him a
Absolutely.
couple more years on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that's my first guy.
No,
And I hope
but
I'm
you
not-
know what? Going to talk about your Miami there, that's a nice 1-2 punch right there, brother.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Gaskin and Jones. Dude, I like
Yeah.
that. You know
But
what I mean?
and hey Wes, real quick, in Green Bay, AJ Dillon and Jamal Williams is not a bad 1-2 punch either.
Yeah, I got to see it. Like,
I like AJ Dillon, dude. I think AJ.
Nah,
Dillon,
you're getting rid of your best running back, dude. You're getting rid of the best of the
Exactly.
three.
Like, I get
You
it.
have
Chris,
three of
but-
them, and why would you get rid of the best of the three?
Because-
First off, why don't they franchise tag him for $8
but,
million?
hey, But think about the team you're talking about. It's a guy who throws the ball 99.9% of the time.
But you don't have to.
But
No,
he-
you don't have to. with
He
him.
has Devontae, and they're going to get someone on the other side. They got an up-and-coming tight end. Having two guys back there that can service the game, that's all they care about.
That sucks.
Nah.
All right, and my number two guy is Kenyon Drake. Me personally, I got a personal vendetta on Kenyon Drake because a couple of years back he kind of knocked me out the playoffs when he was kind of traded from Miami to Arizona, and he just came out of nowhere and had like a second 400-yard rushing day. But I'm looking at him because I feel if Arizona loses him, that's really going to be hurtful to that offense. I know they got that other dude. I forgot he's off the top of my head right now. But they had that other dude back up. that kind of carried away from. But I think he's kind of small, and that's not a good every down back. And I think Kenyon Drake is good for them.
Oh, the kid on hold on, who's the is it not McClure? No, what the hell is this?
Edmonds.
Chase
something.
Edmonds.
Yeah, that's it. So I like Edmonds, but he's kind of small, so I don't think he can do that for 16 weeks.
There's too many small guys on that team. If you're not bigger than
but I
your
like
quarterback,
Drake's a bigger guy, and he's out of the Adam Gase tree, and he kind of exploded. So
he branched off.
So I like him. So I think I'm taking shots.
Yeah, man. Hey.
But
a lot of people seem to look better after Adam Gase.
So I think Kenyon Drake needs to stay in Arizona. They need to pay him because I think that's a good fit for him. And I have a couple
I think he's
more.
happy there too.
Hey,
though.
Lee says Kenyon Drake sucks. By the way, Lee's hating on Kenyon Drake.
Nice.
What's all the hate about?
But look, because in actuality, because to Wes's point of what he was saying, because I had Kenyon Drake in fantasy. Kenyon will give you 2 good 3 weeks, and then he'll go into the witness protection program for 4 weeks. You know, it's like, what the fuck is going on? But anyway,
But that offense falls apart if they can't run the ball.
Right, absolutely.
I mean, he's serviceable. He's good, but do you really think he's like an all-star? I mean, he's had some flashy moments.
No, not yet.
So,
no, there's not a lot of running back.
He has to blend in with that offense more, and that's 1 or 2 more years with that offense. He's a journeyman. He's been around a few teams, man. He's been around the block.
He'll be out the league by then, according to the stats. So,
but if you look about it, I think the big free agent running back will be Fournette this year. I think people are really sleeping on Fournette as a free agent being out there because I still think he's kind of young, and I think he got some life left.
yeah.
He likes.
I see you shaking your head, Mitch, on Fournette.
To me, I don't think Fournette has the head. I think here's my thing with Fournette. Fournette played good a few years ago in Jacksonville when they had a decent team, right? And then he becomes a little bit of an issue.
He had a good playoff run, Mitch.
Well, so did Joe Flacco. Where's he at these days?
Okay, so
Joe Flacco.
he's gonna get his money.
Hey, you heard that? The owl came out. Who? Joe Flacco. That's who. Garbage. I'm just saying. You could have a good playoff run because he was on a good team, dude. I don't think Leonard Fournette holds a team down.
No. We're not talking about guys that are, number one.
Dude, Saquon is signed. McCaffrey is signed. Cook is signed. Like these guys that are game changing running backs ain't going nowhere unless they trade them.
Okay,
I'm going with the guys on the market.
On that point, Carlos, to you. Give me the number one, in your opinion, the number one running back coming into the season from the draft.
Wow, it's either between.
Oh, look at the eyes light up there.
I got you there.
Hey, the fat kid asked a good question, didn't he? Look at that.
It's either between my boy Etienne in Clemson or Najee Harris from Alabama.
Okay.
Najee or
Najee.
Those are the two, but don't sleep on the kid from Kentucky, by the way.
You like him?
Gainesville, I think his name. Gaineswell, something.
Gaineswell.
Or something. The kid from Kentucky, he's good. And what about the kid in Division II? Watch, he's going to be non-drafted. I'll find his name. He rushed for like 600 yards in that one game.
Damn.
600 yards in a game?
Yeah. He like broke the record. Whatever. He rushed for like 600 yards. He had like 8 touchdowns.
Don't leave out my man from North Carolina, Javonte Williams.
Oh, both North Carolina running backs. I think
Carter and Williams.
Yeah, they're good.
But yeah.
The only problem I have with ATN and
Najee
is once again, they've got a lot of miles coming out of college already.
Who's that, ATN?
How long are they going to last?
Sure.
It bothers me. They abuse him in college so much that, although ATN's, he's probably pretty healthy.
ATN is nasty, man. But
I like him.
If I had to pick, I go with
my number one.
I go with me too. ATN all day.
Yeah.
I mean, But then you get the two-headed monster in the Tar Heels running backs that are just nasty.
Yeah,
too.
Michael Carter is ridiculous, dude. I mean,
Mhm.
so yeah, I mean, no, I thought I'd pose it out there to you guys. I mean, you know, we got
You messed us up because we weren't talking about college running back. We were talking about free agent.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
how we
Yeah.
do it on the No Man
Threw a
podcast,
curveball at
baby.
us.
Look, man. I called for the look. I had it down like this. That's a curveball,
He
baby.
called an audible.
Yeah.
Well, you know, that's what Coach Mitch does.
Yeah.
Represent, baby. That's what we do.
I had some more running backs.
So give me another. No, you go back. Now
All
back
right.
to you.
How about
your regular scheduled
hey
program.
Wes? How about David Johnson's dumbass restructuring his contract? Why
Yeah, I
would
don't
he do
know what's
that?
up with that. I saw that too. I was like, ugh.
With the Texans, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
Because-
just another sad
Because he's
example.
useless. He's terrible.
Dude, it's not. Listen, it's not. This is another sad example of the position of the running back. Is when he was healthy, the guy was a stud. He was awesome. He got hurt. He's never been the same.
He got hurt in
And
Arizona
that's the
and
truth.
shipped
He's
him
never
out.
been the same. He's a shell
Right.
of the guy that he used to be.
Absolutely.
You know,
Right.
and that's it.
He went to Camp Flacco. That's why. The same thing, dude.
Nah, it's
Ouch.
unfortunate. You know, these running backs, you know, they get hurt and they're just not the same.
Yeah. No,
I've seen it a million times.
I got the poster boy of what Mike just said. Running backs getting hurt, they're never the same. Todd Gurley. What do y'all think is going to happen?
Yeah.
No, another thing is they overworked him in LA. They just worked him and worked him and worked him,
Yep.
and he just
And no
lost
offense,
steam.
going back to Carlos with your boy, this is what I worry about with
Yeah,
Saquon.
same thing with Barkley. They just
Yeah,
worked
this is
him.
what I worry about. It's not, you know, he's talented. You know, he's got a ton of talent. But the question is you know what? Can he do the same things that he used to do? With
Right.
with the 2 leg injuries, can he be the same guy?
Hey, I'm gonna
Hold on.
shout out the old man in the running backs, Adrian Peterson, 3,500 yards to be number one. I mean, 35 behind number one. I'm rooting for him. He still got some legs left. Hopefully, somebody signs him.
Well,
or
I
he's
know
with
Lee
Detroit.
ain't rooting for that one.
Lee definitely is not agree with you on that one. Yeah, Lee, if you didn't watch it a few weeks ago, Carlos was talking about how Adrian Peterson, he needs 3,500. What? No, 3,500
35 to tie and 35-36 to
to
go number
take
one.
over Emmett Smith.
Mhm.
I mean,
Wow.
at this point in his age, I don't see it happening. To be
That would
honest,
be
see
like
it.
what, 3 seasons?
that's a lot. You're saying
4 seasons?
5 maybe.
Last year he had 1,100 yards. Last
So
year,
3 seasons.
3 seasons.
3 seasons he could
3
do it.
seasons. Okay.
Three-ish.
That's what I said, yeah.
I don't think a team's going to sign him.
I would sign him just for general purpose for GP.
How old is he, Carlos?
35.
72.
I mean,
Frank Gore is what? 40?
100.
He's on AARP.
Yo,
If
Frank Gore is
Gore-
a kid in
yo,
college.
Frank
I
Gore
think
was
Frank
the
Gore has
ser-
paid for every
Listen.
NFL team out there already.
Listen, Frank Gore was a
Like half.
server at the last dinner, at the last supper, dude.
Yeah.
Frank Gore is old, dude, like old. But Frank Gore is gonna play until his son gets in the league. That's
Exactly.
his-
Like, you got a kid in college.
That's his
Word.
goal.
Yeah, I heard he's nasty too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
he is.
He's
He gets
really
good.
No, but Frank Gore was on the NFL Network talking, and which is going to lead me into our next segment here shortly. And I don't want to say anything in the beginning because I don't want to come across a little crash to the viewers. But Frank Gore said they asked him. They said, "When do you want to play to?" He goes, "I want to play in the league the same time my son does," which
What is it, LeBron?
I find admirable. So
Hey,
What's
Wes,
that?
you frozen like either that or you had a stroke.
yeah, I think Wes had a stroke up there. We'll have to wait for
Sure.
Wes to get back.
Uh,
But
yeah. He's down.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Frank
no.
Gore. What is he, LeBron?
I don't know. Frank Gore, he's been in the league for a minute, dude.
No, like especially look, we got to give some props to Adrian Peterson and Frank Gore for just durability in a position that's been shown that it just
Right.
it doesn't happen,
Right.
and
Uh-oh,
for them
we
to
lost
last
Wes.
as long as they have.
Twitchers, we've lost Wes. Hopefully we can find him. Send out a search party. Somebody.
Where's Wes?
Wes fell off.
Like,
he was
where's
having it.
Waldo?
Wes is synonymously known to be the dial-up guy on the podcast. So,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
AOL, you have mail. You've been declined. But anyway,
Does he have that AT&T guy?
I don't know what he has. He has something bad, but so I mean, I'm going to throw in my running back. So and I'll just talk about my team. First, I want to talk about a guy who I don't think is going to be on my team after this year, although he's on the contract, is Gio Bernard. I think Gio definitely stepped up, and he stepped in for Joe Mixon when Joe was out. But I mean, I could see Gio leaving and not being part of this, whatever. I think he has like 2 years or a year left on the contract.
Hey, real quick, hold this. Frank Gore is third. He has 16,000 yards. He has less chance. He has 2,355 yards to catch Emmitt Smith. He's going to pass Walter Payton if he plays one more year this year.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he's probably gonna.
Shit.
Yeah.
So hold up. Adrian Peterson, bump you. Frank Gore, we got to go. I'm rooting for Frank Gore.
Man, he just got rid of Adrian Peterson just like that, dude. That's messed up.
Hey, Tom Brady said he's going to play past 45.
Hey,
so why not?
I'm going to give a shout out to another Jet. Curtis Martin is 6th all time.
My
Yeah,
man,
he
Curtis,
ain't
my
playing
favorite.
But wait. So let me ask you this though, Carlos. So is it more impressive that Emmitt Smith did it in the time frame that he did? And look, to all you fucking Cowboy haters out there that said he only did it because they had the greatest line, that's what you're supposed to have. But whatever. Do you give him more respect for doing it in the time frame that he did, to where guys like AP and Gore are going through their twilight years trying to make it?
I give it to Emmett because of the years he played and the era he played in,
Right.
and of all the injuries I heard he played through. What I heard from Aikman and the wide receivers.
Oh no, he definitely played through a lot. He played through a lot of adversity.
and played every single game.
Yeah.
Right. And
No,
let me
look at
throw
that.
something at you too.
But to
3
me,
rings, correct? For
Bobby?
Emmett? Emmett's got 3 rings.
Yeah,
3 or 4, yeah.
3.
3, right? So, and how many rings do those other clowns have?
Nothing.
0.
Right.
Zero.
So, I think Emmett's in his own class. To give Lee some props there, give his boy some props there. Emmett's in his own world, man. Got 3
Hold on.
rings and on top.
Emmett's only number 1 because Barry Sanders retired early.
I hear that argument all the time. I disagree. It's not necessarily true. You can't say that.
I don't agree.
Well, you can't project things like that and say that, because you have no idea what would have happened with Barry had he played longer. He could have what if he played one more snap and snapped his knee in half and never, So
I will say
you have no idea.
He would
Look,
definitely
He
been
played
close.
9 seasons,
but
89 to 98.
How
That's
many did Emmett
it.
play?
yeah,
90,
18, I think.
14 to get the all-time.
And what's the difference?
Yeah.
15,269 to 18,355.
So 3,000 yards and 5 more years?
Wow.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Maybe.
That's reasonable. Dude, that's
That is
reasonable.
reasonable right there. I'll give you that.
Wow.
Hey, poor Detroit Lions. The only way to leave is to retire. Look at Calvin Johnson.
I know.
Barry Sanders.
And
Well,
dude, Kevin
hey.
Johnson, the whole thing. You seen that?
Unfortunately, you're talking
Right.
about 2 guys that possibly could have been
The
the
greatest
greatest at their position
ever.
ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, they could have.
Jerry Rice,
But
man.
they were stuck in
I
Detroit.
like Megatron, but dude, Jerry Rice is the GOAT. As a receiver, Jerry Rice is
Oh
the GOAT.
yeah, no,
No,
but I'm
Moss.
saying potentially, maybe
Moss.
in the right
No way.
situation.
No
Moss.
way, Moss.
Moss
No way.
all day.
Cinco.
All day.
There you go.
Mitch is beating Moss on this episode right here. No way, Moss.
No way, boss. You ain't got it, Randy. Randy, you don't know how to run a route. All you know how to do is run straight. You just
That's all. Hey, that's all you need to do. Hey, if you're a
And you
defense,
open.
if you're a cornerback or a safety and you see this hand, it's over. It's
Yeah.
over. If you see this, it's like, all right.
Ocho Cinco, greatest wide receiver of all time, baby. Number
Yo,
2,
you said-
TJ Houshmandzadeh.
He needs a better diet than Ocho Cinco.
All right, take it easy, Baker boy. I'll start throwing out Wesley Walkers and shit in Altoons.
Wayne Corbett, baby.
Keyshawn.
Sherbert. Wayne Sherbert. Number
Hey.
1. Baby.
Hey, don't mess with my boy, all right, from Rutgers, all right?
I like Wayne Corbett. Shut up.
All right.
All right.
That's
so
my
listen.
boy, close to my heart, Wayne.
So we're gonna have a guy moment in true no ma'am fashion. Again, no ma'am fantasy football at gmail.com. Hit us up on the YouTube.
Oh, hell yeah.
Subscribe and
Excited
like.
now.
Hit us up on the Twitch, on the TikTok, on the Twitter, on the dude. We're taking over social media. I'm just saying. There's gonna be most wanted posters out for the four of us, but in true no man fashion.
Easy, man. I got warrants.
Carlos, I'm going to start with you, and then we're going to go to Wes, and then we're going to go to Mike, and then we're going to go to me. You have one person to name. That's it. That's all you get is one person.
Really?
I know her.
Talking to me.
Antonietta Tony Gonzalez Collins.
So, Carlos, you go first.
Already said it.
I didn't hear you. I was talking. You know, you got to let the.
Wait,
the
what
whole-
are we saying for what?
The hottest sportscaster.
Oh, with the girls. Okay.
We've been talking about this for a week now.
Sammy and Luke go to bed.
Sammy, you can turn off if you want to. All the ladies, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. I forgot the intro.
Listen. We're just appreciating the beauty. We're respecting the hotness. We're loving the legs and the booty. I'm just saying. We're appreciating the sexiness. So Carlos, give us your number one.
Antonietta Collins.
Who the hell is she?
I like. Yo, I saw her. She was on this morning. I think.
Yep.
Yeah, I saw her. I was like, I like a little cutie.
She's half Mexican,
Latina,
half
little
American.
Latina, yeah.
She's 29. She's just all of that.
Is there a visual that you can see that you can put up to the screen on your phone? I mean, I know you got a visual on your phone.
Listen,
I'm just saying.
that's the private stash, man. You going
That's the
to
private stash.
hit me a
My
little
bad.
personal here.
My bad.
I tell you, I show you. I'll show you right now. Hold up.
All right. I
All
mean,
right, Mitch,
she's at-
let me jump in while he's looking for hers. I'm happy you brought up this topic, one of my favorite topics of the year, MJ Costa. And I know my big brother, he's about to text in because I know he's watching. He watches it too. So, Lee, before you text in, she's mine, MJ Costa. She used to do the ratings back in the day. She got a promotion. She's on NFL Network, 7 o'clock show. Watch her. She's a brick house. She's a bad mamma jammer. Any other third stereotype I could throw in? Yeah.
oh,
There
she's
you go.
cute,
Yeah,
Carlos.
Carlos.
She's cute.
Oh, she's a little cutie.
She's a little
Yo.
cute.
He has more than that. Oh
Look,
man.
I'm gonna say
Let me
this.
find MJ
Hold on, wait, real quick. And I don't know if you guys know her name. Who's the blonde chick that she took over for?
Which one? There's like 600 blonde ESPN chicks.
No,
Exactly.
the girl on the NFL Network that was the host of Total Access before MJ.
Ponder's wife.
Michelle Ponder?
No,
Samantha Ponder.
no, it wasn't,
Samantha Ponder.
it wasn't her. It wasn't
No,
her.
it wasn't her. That was the other one. The
Aaron
fantasy-
Andrews.
No, it wasn't Aaron Andrews.
The one that does
She-
fantasy?
No. She was a cutie pie. I liked her. But MJ Acosta is the truth, man. So Wes, I'll give you that one. That is your girl. Michael.
Oh, my girl, yeah, I thought about this. I made a little list. I have my top three. And
You got one.
I always.
Wait
No,
a minute.
no,
I didn't know you
it's
got
Wes-
top three.
Wes-
Wait a minute.
no.
I got two more.
Hey, let me finish.
We'll get back to it. We'll get back to it in a second.
Let me finish.
This is
I'm
the
only
top.
saying one.
No, listen. This is your top. This is your top.
This is all I'm saying. I was
Okay.
just saying. I had to figure a list and then kind of weigh them against each other.
Did you get the list laminated? That's all I want to know.
So it's been the same. My girl, ever since I saw her wearing a Namath jersey and then a Jets sweatshirt, she had me done. And it's my girl Kay Adams on the
Yeah.
NFL Network.
I can
So-
feel
so-
that. I can feel
So
that.
Lucas, as we were talking about this, Lucas typed in and he writes in caps, all caps, Kay Adams. So I'm just saying.
There you go, Lucas. I'm
Hey,
with you.
look.
I'm
Look,
with you, man.
look.
I've
That-
never
that's-
seen this person. Let me see. Someone put up your
That's Sam.
phone.
You've
You
never
don't
seen
watch
You
Kay
see
Yeah.
Adams.
Good
Good
Morning,
Morning
Football?
Football?
Good Morning Football. What are you
He's
watching?
the host for Good Morning Football
Bro, I gotta
with Nate Burleson and all that shit. You never seen the show?
You've never watched Good Morning Football?
Damn.
Turn the NFL Network tomorrow morning.
Yes. Just do us that favor. At 9 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock in the morning, Turn on. She is fucking adorable. She's the kind of girl that you want to just put in your pocket and walk around town with.
Yeah,
She's
she's
just-
marriage material for sure.
Yeah,
You know, no
totally
doubt
marriage
about it.
material.
Yeah.
Who's next?
Lucas just put she's bad ASF, as you kids for your kids know.
AFF, what does that mean? I'm old.
What's her name again? KM?
K
K. Adams.
K-A-Y.
K-A-Y.
K.Y. Adams.
I can't believe you've never seen her before.
She's okay.
Oh snap! Oh snap!
There's my girl.
She's okay.
You don't have that Latin flavor for me. Sorry.
They ain't gotta all be Latin, dog.
I need a little bit of
why she gotta be?
I need a little sazon.
All right, well, that's
Maybe she cooks with
I don't
something.
have
I don't
to.
know. I mean, I'm not really great with names. I'm a Kay Adams fan. I actually like the blonde haired chick who does the weekend show.
Ooh.
I don't know her name.
It's not Samantha Ponder. Is it Lindsay Zarnick?
No, I don't know. Whoever does the Good Morning Football Weekend edition. I like her. Look, any of these,
Okay.
any of these.
Oh, you talking about what's her name?
Hey, I'll take it back to the forehead girl. Who's the black chick with the big forehead? But she's
Gary
cute.
Champion?
Oh yeah, she's hot.
Oh,
too.
Carrie Champion.
Carrie
Ooh,
Champion
boy,
is
that's
hot,
a brick house right there, boy.
Hey,
Woo.
hey, we'll go back. Hey, Mike, what's the old chick from Syracuse that she went to? She played. She went
Stacey
to.
Dales? Schumann?
No, who's the old white lady on ESPN who's always talks about basketball?
Oh, Hannah Storm?
Hannah Storm, baby.
Hannah,
That's
man.
my girl.
That's
Hannah
an
Storm.
OG right there.
Wait, Mitch, you have no idea. So Hannah Storm did.
Colleen Wolfe. Colleen Wolfe. That's
Oh, yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you, Lee. Colleen Wolfe. That's my girl.
Hey, we got to give a shout out to my girl Blair O'Neill from the Golf Channel because love her.
That-
She's a
that's
beautiful
little.
little blonde.
Yeah, she's a little. Yeah, I like her.
Yeah,
Colleen Wolfe
Blair.
is like 36. Yeah, she's cute. She's cute.
Colleen Wolfe is cute. I like Colleen Wolfe. She got a little
Hey,
possession.
there you go, Carlos. Since you
I'll
probably
tell
don't
you,
know Blair
look.
O'Neill, Carlos, look her up.
Hey, I'll tell you, she got spunk. She ain't the hottest thing to look at, but she got
Yeah.
spunk
Who?
on Fantasy Football Now. The doctor.
Stefania Bell?
Find your bell,
Nice.
baby. She's
Yeah.
she's international, man. You know them international chicks. Oh, freak. Just saying. Just saying. Just
Listen, Edith and the girls are gonna be mad at you because you got that wandering.
Dude,
eye.
she's like 60, bro.
saying.
Stefania Bell.
Hey, man. That's called it. Hey, she has a lot of that seasoning, man. She's experienced.
I'll tell you, Edith and the girls are gonna get mad at you, Mitch. You
Hey,
got
man.
that wandering eye.
I'm more worried about my wife listening and gonna kick my ass after the podcast. You know.
Hey,
Oh.
Mitch, ask your brother about Amanda Balionis, too. He
You
likes her.
ask him. Talk to him. He's on the podcast now.
Exactly.
He
He's
said
listening to us, Mike.
he
Oh, yeah,
gave
I
up
can't chat right now, though.
from Molly from First Take. He said.
Oh,
That's my original OG.
That's
hey,
Jason's wife.
what's his
Jason's
name's wife?
Yeah,
Jalen
Jason's
Rose's
wife.
wife.
She was the original. I've been eyeing her when she was on NFL
Hey, if
Network.
we're gonna
when she was
do-
a fantasy girl till she
Hey.
got
we're
Charlie
upgraded.
Caruso. Do not sleep on Charlie Caruso, who happens to come in on
Oh, yeah.
First Take every once in a while. She's a WWE
I'm
girl.
about to say she's wrestling. Yeah,
Charlie.
I ain't mad at Charlie. Get that 2 checks, baby. That's
I
sexy.
see you,
Get 2
Charlie.
checks.
No.
You know what
How
I
about-
mean?
Get them 2
Charlie,
checks, baby.
Charlie can afford to take you out to dinner.
Hey, how about Joy Taylor,
Who?
Oh yeah,
her
oh,
co-host?
Yeah. But I'm scared of Jason.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
scared
I
of
like
Jason.
her.
Jason Taylor.
Yeah,
will
Jason
whoop
will
my
kick your
ass.
ass though. Jason will kick your ass though, man.
That's her husband.
No,
Sister.
sister.
Look here. Ah, Jason Taylor's a beast, dude. Retired or not. He's a
Yeah.
Hey,
beast.
you know who's okay sometimes? Rachel Nichols and her little funny ass face.
Rachel's cute. She's a cutie pie.
You
She's a
want to
cutie
throw her out
pie.
the bed. Damn it, I forgot my nephew's listening to me.
Damn.
Muffin ears.
Muffin ears, muffin ears. But yeah, so that you know, we'll you know, we may come up. There may be, you never know, on this No Man Fantasy podcast. We may have a fantasy lineup for the ladies.
You have
You
a
know,
practical college.
we ain't talking about no dudes, but we could have a lady on here give us her impression of who they think is hot. You know, because you know, look, it's all out of love and respect.
I mean, I'm secure in my manhood.
About it.
Christian McCaffrey, no, my man got looks. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah, man. He gets to date Olivia, whatever her name is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
So, well, I'm just saying, you talk about that. You got to talk about DJ. You know, Derek Jeter. How much is he tossing around? And Aaron Rodgers.
Don't mess
I mean-
with DJ now.
Who's messing with DJ, Baldy?
DJ used to give out. He has the whole.
his
gift
wife
basket.
is the Sports Illustrated chick.
No. When he was
Vida
single, you
Guerrero,
guys don't
Mariah
know.
Carey, Alyssa Milano. Yo,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
list goes on.
DJ ran through New York like a fucking rat, a sewer rat, dude. You kidding me, dude?
Carlos, when he was single, he had the gift baskets for all the girls.
Exactly.
The next morning, here you go, honey. All right, get out.
Was like Iron Man.
Mike, you know that was the kiss
Terrible.
of death for them, dude. Mike, you know that
Oh,
was
yeah.
the kiss of death for them, boy. They're like, what? Oh, I got the gift basket. Oh, no.
Got a basket of goodies. Here you go.
Hey, we got to talk about the WNBA females too.
Ooh, what's it? No, I'll tell you. What Dee Brown's daughter is kind of cute.
Who?
Dee Brown's daughter,
What's her name? I got an idea.
something Brown. I don't know.
No, right, really did.
The fuck do I know? I don't watch the WNBA. That's why they're failing.
Yo. Oh, Lexi Brown.
Lexi. She's cute. I like Lexi. I mean, Tarasi's kind of hot. I mean, you could play fight with her, and it could get a little physical, and she won't get mad. I guess.
Hey, Candace Parker. She's dope.
She's so tall,
just
man. I
huge.
know.
Yeah,
She's so
man.
tall.
She's so tall.
I
You're
know, man.
short, so yeah.
But
she
she's
can-
pretty, though.
She
She
doesn't
does have
get
a
the
pretty
can off the top of the show. for me.
Carlos, you looking at her on the show with Shaq and D Wade and your boy tonight. But when you stand up, like, dude, her body build is awkward. She's so tall.
But no. Like Carlos is
But
looking
she's
at
got a
it
pretty
from
face.
Carlos is looking at it from this
Yeah, she
perspective.
got a pretty face.
Look. Listen, Carlos is looking at it from this perspective.
6'5". That's a lot.
I'm just saying.
That's a
How
lot of
tall are
legs,
you?
brother. That's a lot of legs right there.
Carlos, how tall are you?
5'9".
Yeah, so you fit in her pocket, dude. Like you're up to her thigh. You're like,
Yeah.
Hey,
He's
I'm
got the
like-
perfect view.
I'm like Kay Adams.
right? That's the perfect girl for you. Your height, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Lisa Leslie's gonna grab stuff off the top shelf for you. You know, you can stand on her feet to get on rides at Great Adventure and shit. You know, that's cool. I get. You know,
Or Elena Deladon. She's 6'6".
what the hell did you just say?
Bella Don. She's good. I wanted to say she
Oh,
played
yeah,
for
she is good.
Washington. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's good.
Yo, imagine your wife is 6'6". You're like, holy shit. But and
Well,
she
if
wants to
you're
wear high
5'9"
heels. And she wants to wear high heels, and she'll be 6'10", a whole foot taller than me.
Nah,
Again,
she got to wear flat.
Hey, Carlos. Again, look. That's what you be doing, buddy. But yo, hey,
Hey, depending on where he's at, that's probably not a bad angle. You know what I'm saying?
oh, that's a great angle. That's what I'm saying. No, that's the perfect. He's standing underneath her.
Lucas, again, it's your bedtime, Lucas.
Muffin ears.
Muffin ears. But yo, as always, man, look, we're gonna talk about a lot of stuff. Like I said, I'm pretty psyched about next week. You know, the bracketology edition of the podcast. You know, hopefully we get a lot of people. You know, get everyone you know. Call everybody. Go
Tell a friend to
to,
tell a friend.
Listen.
Yep.
go to an old age home. Talk to them. They've been locked down because of the COVID. They want to see a young, cute face like mine, like yours. They don't mind. Tell them we said hi. Look, I told you when we came on live for the first time, we told you the demographic is from 3 years old to 90 years old. Everyone in between. That's who we rock for, baby. We rock for you, your mama, your grandmama,
For the people.
your grandpappy, everybody. You go to the cookout this weekend. Talk about No Man Fantasy, guys.
Hey, Mike, you tell your poker buddies about us?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You tell everybody, baby. Because when you're in the gym popping you up, you got, I'm going to do 55 cents. You tell everybody. Say, hey, you rock a shirt. I'm on a podcast. That's what I do. I walk into the grocery store. You're on a podcast. Which one? Well, I'm glad you asked.
Hey, where's the merch?
We're working on it, man. We're working on it. We're having some technical difficulties in the Aber household.
Hey, what's up with Mrs. Aber? She's on strike.
Nah, she's working her ass off. We're putting tile in the bathroom. She did have a Hulk. So I'm gonna give you the Hulk moment for my again, she doesn't watch it, so I can't get in trouble for it unless Sammy and Lucas tell her. But I'm gonna say it anyway. She broke the freaking door of the washing machine. She ripped the shit clear off the fucking. I don't know, dude.
She's still tiny.
She packs a punch, dude. She's a beast. And so we got a new washing machine coming this week. We're finishing the floor in the laundry room, and then our mom and dad are coming this weekend. We got our first base. We got rained out of our tournament last week, so we got a makeup game this weekend. So looking forward to that. So, but yeah, no, it's Jen's a beast, man. She walks around like this, she's an animal. But look, shout out to everyone in the world. Shout out to Twitch, to YouTube, to Facebook, to Twitter. Look, shout out to you, Randy Moss. Even though I mossed you 2 weeks in a row, I'm going to continue to you at least respond.
Are you seriously? You seriously tweeting him?
Oh, 4 times a day. I'm flooding his inbox, dude. Like it's on some stalker shit. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Hey Moss, I said you're the greatest. So.
You suck. I think you're the worst. I think you're the worst wide receiver in the history of the NFL. If that takes him to get on the show, I want him on the show.
At least you were when you were the Raiders. You suck. You were the worst receiver in the history.
Terrible. And when you were on the
who was
Patriots,
throwing to him? 50-year-old Gannon, whatever his name is.
Gannon went to the Super Bowl. Don't disrespect. Yeah. Don't disrespect Gannon.
He started the cover. He started Brady.
He was Brady's bitch.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
And they still lost.
And they still lost. Go Giants. Go Giants. Hey, Wayne Corbet's better than Randy Moss. Fuck you, Randy Moss.
Nice. I'm not gonna co-sign that.
Listen, shout out to the world. Shout out to everyone who came on the Twitch. Shout out to everyone who watches it. Look, we love y'all, man. We just trying to make this happen. We for the people.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
We are not your average podcast. There's no fancy bells and whistles. Look, we got lighting issues. We got connection issues.
Internet issues.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna give it, since we're giving shout outs and as a little basketball preview for next week, give a shout out to Coach Scott Drew and the Baylor Bears for doing something they haven't done in 71 years of existence, and that is win the Big 12.
That's crazy.
So, yeah, good for them. And a tough, hard-fought overtime game against West Virginia.
Yeah,
that was a good game, dude. I was watching that.
Yeah,
that was legit.
That's 2 really good teams, but we'll talk about that next week.
Yeah, they're gonna lose to Texas. That's my sleeper.
Shout out to the greatest podcast co-host in history. Shout out to the Buttons Man. Shout out to the Sultan. Shout out to your mamas, your pappies, everybody. Look, we love y'all. Come back, Duff Beer. Shout out to Homer Simpson. We need to have real quick. We need to have a Simpsons podcast because them motherfuckers be predicting the future. That's on some next shit, dude. So, but we'll get into that. Look, love y'all. Mean it. We love y'all. Peace out.
Yep. Week.
Love the world, baby. Peace out.